Hey boys and girls, Miss G back here. I wanted to go over something before you do your math today. When we look at our expander, or even if we try to write a number from a picture that we see. So if we see this picture, we see some tens and some ones. If I'm looking at this, I would say there's 10, 20, 21, 22, 23. So if I wanted to show this number on the expander, when I look at the expander, the first part is telling me the tens, right? Now, we see there's 10, 20, but it just wants to know how many groups of 10. So this is not right because 20 of those means I would have to have 20 groups of this. It is showing that there's 20, but we don't write 20 because it's talking about the groups of 10. So I see 1, 2 groups of 10. Just like when we do a calendar, there's bundles of numbers. Bundles are the same as our group. There are only 2 groups. Then when I look at my ones, there are 3 ones, right? So we have 2 tens and 3 ones. If I close that expander up, now my numbers look like this, yes? When I close it up, which is the same as saying, oh, that means the numeral that matches it is the number 23. Let's try one more before you do some more on your own. Okay. Erase my board and build a new number. Here comes a new number. This time, what if my number looks like this? Let's take a look at what we see here. So again, I can count to see how many that is. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 51, 52. I can say, oh, there are 52. That's how many that's showing me. But if I want to show it on the expander, again, I'm not going to say when I count the groups of 10, I count 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups, 4 groups, 5 groups. So I'm not going to say, even though I count them and say 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, there's not 50 groups. There's only 5. So I have 5 groups of 10. And I had, how many ones? 2 ones. So if I were to close that expander up, that's still saying 5 tens, 2 ones, or just like we counted, it is the number 52. Okay, you're going to do some more problems like this. It's the same thing if I were to use, oh, here they are. These. If I were to show you this many groups of 10, we would say there's 10, 20, right? Whoop. Let's move those out of the way. If I looked at this, there's 2 groups of 10, which we would count then 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So now we can say our total is 24, but just the same, if I'm going to show that on my expander, I'm going to say how many groups of 10 were there. The groups of 10, we see 2 groups of 10. So we would write 2. Then there were 4 ones. So if I imagine closing that expander up, 2 groups of 10, 4 ones. Or what did we count? We counted 24. That's the numeral without looking at it in the boxes of showing our tens and ones. Okay? All right, I'm looking forward to seeing all your hard work.